Moving people, goods, and services are key to the development and redevelopment of any rural community. Beginning with waterways and trails and continuing through railroads, highways, and airports. We're now in the digital age with broadband as the latest vital component to the survival and resurgence of rural communities. Hi, I'm Randall Bretz, a member of the Nebraska Broadband Community Council and curator of TEDx Lincoln. In the next few minutes, I'll share with you some examples of how broadband has become the latest critical piece of our infrastructure to help move people, goods, and services. As communities developed across the United States, initially it was important to be near a waterway or easily traversed trail. These early transportation infrastructures were provided by nature and used by people who founded our communities. Consider the great cities located at ocean ports and along major rivers. They developed and grew because of the easy access to transportation. Deeper ports and broader rivers meant greater development. Then, in the early industrial age, we built railroads and eventually highways to move people, goods, and services. Multiple tracks and multiple highway lanes have led to healthy and even prospering communities. And now, in the digital information age, we started with reliable but limited dial-up access and have transitioned to direct and dedicated connections. And just as with seaports, rivers, railroads, and highways, the greater the capacity, the more positive the impact on our communities. 3 stories about businesses in Nebraska will help illustrate our need for better broadband as a vital part of the future of rural communities. We'll look at prosthetic research in Benkelman, Nebraska, a machine shop in Hebron, and an electronic and electric manufacturing facility in Lincoln. Ben Blecka is a native of Benkelman, a small community located just a few miles from Colorado and Kansas in the southwestern part of Nebraska. Like so many small community high school graduates, Blecka went away to college and followed job opportunities to Dallas, Kansas City, and Denver. Blecka, who wears a prosthesis on his right leg, tired of the traffic and high cost of living in metropolitan areas. So he picked up his business and his family and he moved back to his hometown. The availability of high-speed broadband access via fiber optics means he can do his research and conduct his business in a place where he can easily walk his children to school and enjoy the relaxed pace of Benkelman. He sells his products online throughout the United States and other parts of the world. Scott Harms grew up on a farm near Deschler, Nebraska, in the southeastern part of the state. After attending nearby Southeast Community College, he started doing machine work. And because of the availability of broadband and highway transportation in nearby Hebron, Scott's company has grown dramatically. You might be asking what broadband has to do with machine tools. Well, the answer is everything, including the orders, the diagrams for the parts, operation of the machines, and ultimately shipping of the final products to customers is all managed by computers. The most interesting part of this story is that the IT manager for this high-tech operation does her job from her kitchen in a small community more than 50 miles away in Kansas. Reliable broadband service means she can live where she wants and hold down a high-tech job. In Lincoln, we learned about a company that saw opportunity to provide high-tech internet-connected power strips to large computer installations and how they use high-speed broadband to connect and manage their operations on 3 continents. Their central computer order processing and manufacturing management system sits in Lincoln and manages everything in the United States, in Europe, and in Asia. When an order arrives, the computer system checks inventory, orders the necessary parts, and schedules manufacturing in one of their facilities. On a daily basis, as the custom orders are completed, the product is shipped throughout the world, wherever the computer data centers are built and operated. Benkelman is not located on a major river. There's only a 2-lane highway in and out of town, and a single railroad track passes through town. But they have high-speed broadband through fiber, which reaches every home in the county. Hebron does sit on a 4-lane highway, which makes shipping easy, and they have high-speed broadband, which means the person running their network and monitoring their automated processes can live in her hometown miles away. And for Geist Manufacturing, Parts roll in and finished products roll out on a daily basis in the United States, in Europe, and Asia, all managed by their computerized management system, connected in all locations to high-speed broadband. Broader rivers, multiple railroad tracks, and wider highways are being joined by high-speed broadband as key infrastructure components necessary for economic vitality in rural communities. No matter where you live or what you do, high-speed broadband is important. Here's what you can do to help bring it to your community. First, work with your local public officials to promote broadband. Talk with your city or county council members and administrators. Let them know you're interested. Second, knock on the door of your local phone, cable, and satellite company. Let them know you want high speed. And third, be informed and celebrate progress. Share the stories of how people in your community are using broadband. Post them on social media. Get the local paper or radio station to do a feature. Talk about them in coffee shops. Broadband is changing our world. I'll see you online.